Houston, hello. Glad to have you with us at NRG Stadium as we are set to find out who will walk away with the trophy as champion of the Tax Act Texas Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. The Jayhawks offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
He'll throw on third down. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Gets it to the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They're going to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient five-play score. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the...
The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Great move there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Field goal is good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got a man, it's Massey. Kangaroos his way. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bulldogs. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If we can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got him. And they got him for the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack from getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Hold. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Massey. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They're going back to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Hold. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. Quarterback adapting. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback will audible. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the...
He's loose. He's at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They're trying to get to it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. We just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
To the ground. He's got it again.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Some misdirection with the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass is intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the 1st down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. This time they'll go to the running game. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. The Jayhawks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the 1st half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this 2nd half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll let one go down the right side.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Got it behind the line. It's Woodside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. All wideouts, no backs. The back goes in motion. On the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. All kinds of running room. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Now they're going to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, or you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Trying to beat him to the left. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Keeps it and gets the first down. That is frustrating for a defense, for a quarterback to beat you with his feet. And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, just keeps firing. Finds the tight end. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense is just killing. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, get ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quarterback moving, trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to run it left here. And they're able to get him down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. He'll take a shot. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He wants to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Looking to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Bulldogs enter the final minute with the lead. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wide open downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Got his man quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forward.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe